Good morning, Tottenham fans. I hope you've all had a really good Christmas. And what's your plans for New Year's Eve? Are you going out drinking? That's way gone for me nowadays. I don't like queuing for drinks. I don't like queuing for the toilet. So I'll be staying home with my family and just chilling. Let me know in the comments what you're doing. So, in my last video, I spoke about how long has Ange Postecoglou got, and since then we've drawn with Wolves at home. So it's not looking great for him, and it's looking quite miserable in the Spurs fan base. So I just wanted to talk about something a little bit different today. So I wanted to talk a little bit about transfer talk because obviously the window opens up in a couple of days, and we are having strong links now to Jack Grealish, but I'll let you know in this video why I think that doesn't make sense, but in some ways it does. So City, he's at City at the moment. Obviously, he's on very large wages. So the story is at the moment Spurs are going to take him on loan, but City are going to pay around about 70% of his wages, which means we'll be paying him 90 grand a week still, I think, if my maths is right, because he's on 300 grand a week. Um, So in short term, this would be okay, in my opinion. He's 29 years old. He's on massive wages, but if we can get him on loan short time, then that would be okay with me. But the reason why it doesn't make sense is one, because if Postecoglou is still manager, he doesn't fit the system at all. The key to this system is work rate, and I don't think Grealish has got that work rate, and I think that's one of the big reasons why he's not making it at Man City at the moment. He's a good player, and in a different system and a different manager, yeah, it would make more sense to me for him to be a permanent deal. But at the moment, loan is the only thing I can see happening. If we let's, for example, if we signed him on loan and you said Timo Werner's going back to Germany, I'd be more than happy. I'd rather be bringing on a Jack Grealish than bringing on a Timo Werner at the moment. So another reason why it doesn't make sense to me, and that's because we've got so many positions we need to fill before we even think about attacking left, because we need a goalkeeper, in my opinion. We need another centre back. We need another left back. We need another. We need another. We haven't got any. We need a DM as well. These things need to be rectified before we can even think about playing anybody up front and signing anybody up front. But if we rectified even a few of those positions, then I'd be happy. But if we rectified a few of those positions and got Grealish in as well, then yeah, that's okay. That's not a bad window. But we really need help at the back. Scoring goals is not a problem for us this season. It's at the back. The only thing we have a problem with up front is we can't rotate people up front at the moment, and that is causing us problems as well. So I can see, yeah, I can see this happening on loan, but I can't see this happening as a permanent deal. So is it something Spurs will go down this route? Are they just going to paper over the cracks for now and then correct it in the summer? Or are they going to try and correct it now, which in my opinion they should do, get players in for now and stop getting in loan players that are not going to be here for long. So the problem we have as well is another reason why it doesn't make sense is sorry. The other reason why it doesn't make sense is because our main problem up front, let's just say we did want to fill a gap up front, it would be on the right, not the left. I've seen Grealish play on the left-hand side, but I've not seen him play many games on the right. So that's another left forward. Like, remember, we've got Yang coming in as well. So Yang will be playing predominantly on the left. We've got Sonny. At the moment, we've still got Werner, but obviously if we send him back, that'd be awesome, but I don't think we will. You've got Mikey Moore that normally plays on the left as well, unless he's going to be playing on the right. Odegaard plays on the left mainly. So unless they're thinking about bringing Odegaard back and playing him on the right, and to give competition for Johnson, then unless Jack Grealish is coming in to play on the right hand side, which would make a lot more sense. But at the moment, with Johnson, he's scoring lots of goals. I'm not slating him or anything like that. He's scored 11 goals this season, got 2 assists. His numbers look good. But if you think about what he does other than that, it's not really a lot. If you can just nullify his runs into the box and stop him getting on the end of things, then you've nullified his whole game completely. So it's not hard to stop him, and it's not scary for defenders to have to defend against him. Jack Grealish would bring something different. He would bring us a bit more skill, a bit more what's it, quality in the final third. So like his assisting, his crossing, his eye for a pass would be a lot better than Johnson. So it would give us something different. Maybe we play Grealish for 60, 70 minutes and then bring Johnson on as a sub to, after the defender's already worn down, and then get into the box and score some goals. So it would help us in that aspect, but I just can't see it. He plays mainly on the left. So another thing is, I seriously doubt we'd sign 5 players, which we need in the transfer window, unless we loaned 4 of them, or we bring back some of our loan players. Some of our loan players are playing very well. I've just heard in the news as well that Solomon might be getting sold in January to Leeds for around 10 mil, which would be brilliant for us. 10 mil profit because we got him for free. But at the end of the day, like, Solomon's better than Werner. So why are we doing that business? If we did that business, that tells me we are bringing someone in up front. But is that the thing we need to do? We definitely need to bring in reinforcements at the back, 100%. Because at the end of the day, even if we bring someone in Jack, people are like saying, well, Vuskovic is coming in summer. That's fine. But Davis will be leaving anyway. So Vuskovic will just take Davis's place. Romero could be on his way to bloody Real Madrid. I doubt they're going to go for him now, but like if he did end up going to Real Madrid for big money, we'll have Vuskovic, Dragushin, and whoever we bring in January. So we can build now for this window. We don't have to wait until the summer, but it's just about getting the right people in, I suppose. So does it make sense to any of you guys? Would you bring Jack Grealish in? For me, if we bring him in, we'd have to get rid of Werner, because we're going to pay 90 grand, 100, 120 grand for Grealish. I don't want to be paying 160 for Werner, who's just going to sit on the bench and do nothing. And when he does come on, he does nothing. So, Johnson needs some competition until Odegaard comes back. And I don't think Odegaard's coming back till February, March time. So that's most of the season gone. We'll probably be, you know, played the most important cup games by then. I was going to say most probably be out. I don't want to be too pessimistic. We could get through, but we've got to go for all these cups now. We need to win a cup this season, and this is the time when we should all back Ange Postecoglou and shout for Levy to make signings. Because if we all back Ange, Levy will be under more pressure to back him and buy some players that we need. And if we can get these players that we need, we can have a good second half to the season. This first half of the season has been terrible. The worst season I've seen since the late 90s, I think, or early 2000s, when we were finishing 15th. It has to stop. And regarding like Tottenham's next couple of games, we've got Newcastle on fire at the moment. They was playing. I watched them against Man United yesterday. They were brilliant. Their midfield is the key to their success. They were brilliant in midfield yesterday. They dominated it. The fact that Man United had no midfield helped a lot. So maybe with Sarr and Bentancur, Basuma and things like that, maybe they can dominate. I know. I think Bentancur's suspended as well. So we're really low on numbers. We need to get some people in ASAP. Let me know in the comments what you think of the signing of Jack Grealish. Would you bring him to Spurs just for the short term? Would you try and look at bringing him in long term, which would almost be impossible because we wouldn't pay the wages? Would you want Werner to go back to Germany and Grealish takes his place? Because that would be the only thing that would make sense to me. Let me know in the comments what you think, and hope you have a really good new year, and come on you Spurs.